Hello and welcome to another episode of Gaming with Brian Manzi. I'm your host, Brian Manzi. Thank you for tuning in. Well, I do know that I'm quite late to the party, as I did have this shipped to me, but I figured I would do a unboxing video of my newest item. And while I do primarily play on Xbox, there's another company that holds a special place in my heart, and based on the timing of this video, I'm sure you can probably take a guess at what it is. Now, I have mostly done the exterior unboxing here, but I have not actually opened the package itself. So that will be a first time for everybody watching tonight. So I hope you are ready for my newest unboxing video of Nintendo Switch 2. I wasn't sure that I would be pre-ordering this item, as while I'm not against Nintendo, or I'm not super fanboy of Nintendo or any of that stuff. But I did really love my Switch 1. You can see here, this is my second Switch, actually. Featuring the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom edition. And don't be alarmed by the damage up here. That is a screen protector. I have not sprung for a screen protector for my Switch 2, but I will be purchasing one most likely. But yeah, while I don't think there's a whole lot I can offer in terms of additional insights that haven't been done to death on YouTube today, I figured, why not? I'll throw my 2 cents into the ring. I'm not a teardown person. I don't really have any insight into the video gaming atmosphere, but here we go. Figured I haven't done an unboxing of a video game console since I did my Series X. So, I did open the box just enough here, you can see, so that I didn't have to struggle to peel it open. But we can see here all the, this is exactly how it was on the inside of the box. I did replace it back in there as I received it. On the side here, we do have the tabletop play that I don't know how many of us use, but there it is. Of course, an upside down Nintendo logo for you. And the Switch 2 put together. You can see the red and blue there that is prominent on the system. Like I said, I did spring for the Mario Kart World Edition, although I am one of the people that does not appreciate that it is a $80 game, but I figured by getting this bundle I'd only be paying $50, so there's a little better option. So I'm going to break this seal here, as you see there. Then I'm going to show you, that way I can show you the back a little more clearly, unlike the rest of it. And of course, you got the docking of the Switch 2. Like I said, I was not a super early adopter of the Switch 1. I did get the Switch 1 Black Friday of the year it came out, but that would be March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, about 8 months after the system came out, so. All right. Opening the box here, you see a little bit of that kind of shorthand instruction manual that you see here, telling you how to set it up. I will not be going through all the setup here, but we're just going to do your basic unboxing. And first impression here is that it's a very clean system. Obviously, it's brand new. I do have children that live in my house, so this will be having to be kept pretty safe from them. But we'll do the best we can with that. I'm still hopeful that I will be using both switches with my, we'll compare the size here. With my Zelda Switch, I do protect those Joy-Cons because I know how delicate Joy-Cons are, and we're hopeful here in this household that the Joy-Con 2s will be much more, have a lot more longevity, especially with the prices of everything. So we'll take these out. Do some ASMR with the clicking. As you can see, they're a bit beefier when we compare those to the Joy-Cons from the Switch 1. And again, I know I'm not really offering any insights that haven't already been done and to death on this platform, but you can see the size difference is fairly sizable. It does have a really nice matte finish with little black sparkles almost in there, like glitter. Yeah, if you capture the light there, you can kind of see it pretty good. Like I said, the only video game that I got with this brand new will be the Mario Kart bundle, or Mario Kart World. I probably will still, I will of course be playing Metroid Dread as soon as that comes out. Or not Metroid Dread, I apologize, Metroid Prime 4. Alright, we'll pull the other Joy-Con out here. Get a good look at that. The significantly larger buttons up here. And I was luckily not one of the people whose receipts were stapled to the front of my box. And now the console itself. Well, it looks like a console, right? You can see the little clickers there where the Joy-Cons will attach. And of course the USB-C on top right here next to the vents here. And just for comparison's sake, we will pull out the Switch 1 here. This is the OLED Switch. I should clarify that, but those of you, watching this most likely know that. And again, I know nothing that's really been, that hasn't been shown on other comparisons, but the size difference is fairly noticeable. It's definitely got some heft to it as well, which is to be expected with a larger console, of course. Some Switch 2 ASMR, or original Switch ASMR there. Alright, so opening up this little thing here. We see our code that you guys will not be getting here. We, of course, also have our health and safety information, as to be expected with most of these consoles. Mainly, of course, telling you to be careful of battery leakage, fire or electrical shock, radio frequency, all that good stuff. All the covering your butt stuff. All right. Continuing opening up underneath here, we have the Ultra HDMI, Ultra certified cable, Ultra high speed. I do have two 4K TVs, though none of them are the super high-end 120 4K frames per second. So we do also have the little Joy-Con protectors, or the side things here, with your strap and all that stuff. And I've seen some videos of how you put these on, and apparently they just kind of slide right on there. Or so I was told, anyway. Plus to plus there. Just like the ones on the old Switch. Oh boy. Oh, I'm putting it on backwards, I believe. Clearly I didn't watch enough videos about this, huh? So you slide it up like so, and there you go. Said there's no little buttons that you see on the other one, and I suppose this is to help with the mouse functionality, which is neat. I don't know the realistic use for me, as I mostly play handheld, though having this option will certainly allow me to try that. And that's about all that's in that little flap there. So moving on, underneath here, we find our dog bone controller for the Switch 2 here. As I tear it open, it's a little more sizable than the one for the previous one, of course. I did not purchase any of the Pro controller or anything. I did buy the Pro controller for the Switch one, but A, I very seldom use it, and B, I will probably purchase this one later for similar reasons, because it took me so long to use my other one. Over here, presumably, we have the dock, which is a hefty boy, I must say. You can see the box here. It's as tall as that box, if not slightly taller. We open her up here from the bottom, and I will be keeping all this stuff. I like to keep my console as fresh as possible. And like I said, although I very seldom play docked because I have to share my television with other people in the house, I will probably plug this one into our bedroom TV, which will allow me to maybe play it a little more on television and actually appreciate some of that 4K goodness. Pretty nondescript, same as the other one, as you can kind of compare to the average human hand. I think my hand isn't that much larger than anything. Got the Nintendo logo on the side here. And as with the previous console, specifically the OLED model, I believe this whole thing comes off, offering you your AC adapter, HDMI. Though the nice thing is that this one comes with the LAN adapter right away, instead of having to purchase a adapter secondhand. Or not secondhand, but you know what I mean. And last and not least, as makes it difficult to run your console without this, we have one power brick with the power cord. And I will say I've seen some shorts and whatnot of people complaining that they have to use this power brick, and they couldn't just plug in their normal Switch adapter. But let me tell you, this is hefty. This is very heavy. Much heavier than it is for nearly any console I've held. This is the weight of a small power brick, like what you would have had for like your 360s and whatnot. That is hefty. And then, of course, we've got the power cord that will plug from there into the console. And we're just going to kind of set this aside. And to kind of finish off the video here, I suppose we will do our best, and we're going to try to put this console together so you can get the full appreciation for what it looks like with... Oh, and then this is that in action here. You got that big button there. Watch it. When you press it, it pops that right off. Really handy, actually. I don't know about you guys, but not often, but I did sometimes have issues pulling those old Joy-Cons off, even though they have a similar release button, as most of you are aware. But still, sometimes especially when you have the Joy-Cons, the old style, in their their equivalent of these, I don't know what you call those, then you would oftentimes have issues. Oh, and may the Lord have mercy on you if you somehow accidentally put that console in the things on upside down, these things upside down on the old ones. All right, we'll pull this out here. And it looks really nice. I'll enjoy the lovely view of my fan up there. If it'll focus in here. That is a nice console. Really beautiful. And if my understanding is correct, you should just be able to go like so. Maybe we will set it up using tabletop mode. Oh, here we go. And, oh, okay, yeah, that locks in very nicely. Here, I'll have you watch that on this side, all up close and personal. All right, just keep it. Look at this bad boy. Look at it, just locks in, and it stays. It's there. But when, of course, you press that button there, she pops right off. And there you go. It's really slick. Oh, the tactile feel is absolutely top-notch on this. Well, I suppose we should end this video by powering her on and seeing what we got here. Because I'm probably not going to go too far with it. There's many more people, much more. Oh, that's nice. And just for one last comparison here, before I go too far into it, we'll have the consoles right next to each other. As you can see, the size difference is quite noticeable. Though not so much when you hold it over itself. And I think the screen, while of course not OLED, is still very vibrant screen. But yeah, with that concludes my video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. I am no expert in any of this by any means, but I, for one, am happy to be a part of the next generation of Switch. I, of course, still have my Series X, so don't be alarmed there, but an Xbox will always be my primary, but it's nice to have a new Switch in the works today. Well, that's all. Hope you all have a great day out there. Be safe out there, and go with grace. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.